Hello, welcome to PoE for Dummies Part 3, Kirac edition. Kirac is another one of the masters that we have on the right side of our Atlas tree. He is sitting in the bottom right corner. He has white, yellow, and red tier maps. His missions are basically on the map device with the other masters, and he gives you special maps that can either be corrupted or not, or unique or conqueror maps, or occupied maps as well. And he gives you different mission objectives, which you can read in the rectangle below. So here's this one. Complete the Labyrinth Trial. Harvest. Labyrinth Trial, again, unique item harvest. So whichever one you have and you want to complete, you can do so. Personally, I recommend doing the uncompleted maps first, and then if you want to chase currency, it is stack of divination cards. Keep in mind, his maps can roll reflect. So if you are unsure that your character can do reflect, it's generally safer to avoid them. On the second note, his maps and the objectives of his maps can be rerolled. He has certain currency that you can use, which are called scouting reports. I have marked here the ones that I use in general on start of the league and sometimes later even. So I would first use Explorer's Scouting Reports. The reason for these is reroll all of Kirac's Atlas missions using uncompleted maps. I use this for white and yellow tier maps if I do not have those maps completed with bonus objective. How do you check bonus objective? Every map that you do, you can hold Alt and it will tell you whether or not you completed the bonus objective underneath the monster pack size. Completing bonus objectives. White tier maps, you just need to transmute them, no need to do anything else. So that's called a magic map. Yellow tier maps, you need to alchemy orb them. That's called a rare tier map. For red tier maps, you need to alchemy them and Val orb them, which in turn makes them corrupted, unmodifiable, and it sometimes can roll very dangerous mods, or 8 of them. That's how to do mission objectives for bonus missions. Anyways, back to this one. Val Scouting Reports corrupt all non-unique maps. I use this one when I reach red tier maps if I get stuck and I don't have any red maps completion. In that sense, you take all of his maps, you right-click the Val Scouting Report in your inventory, you don't need to open his menu, and he will reroll the maps. One word of caution, whenever you use a scouting report, it rerolls all of his maps, all of whites, yellows, and reds, all of them. So if you want something to do before he rerolls, do the map, check again, whether because he refreshes the stock, and then reroll if you don't need any of those. And the last but not least, there's this one singular scouting report, which gives you unique maps. This I use for general map progression. So if you don't have a unique map, you may get it from him. Anyways, that's the second part of the mechanic, which also gets tied that he is a vendor. He sells maps. He sells chisels. Don't buy these are overpriced. He sells Orbs of Unmaking, which you use to respec your Atlas passive points, refund points. And he also sells Surveyor's Compass. I'll explain that later. Maps, he sells white, yellow, red tier, depending on your progression. And he also sells specific maps for completion. As an example, Conqueror maps, occupied maps. Those are occupied with Guardians, Elder, Shaper Guardians. He sells unique maps. He sells divination cards that give maps. I think he can give a Val Temple as well, divination card, but he usually gives tier 5 and or tier 15 divination card. You still need 8 of them. I buy them just because, but you don't need to worry about that one. What you would want to buy is Conqueror maps, or Shaper or Elder Guardian occupied maps. Those have a different icon. As an example, if you go to Stash tab and you click on your maps and you click on the last one, these are occupied maps. So if the map has any of these icons, buy it from Kirac. It's usually 6 to 8 Chaos Orbs, I think, but you can sell them for 15 to 30 depending on the Conqueror and the occupation. Conquerors go for 30, Guardians go for roughly 15. one note, he refreshes his stock generally when you do his map, when you do his mission, pardon, his map or his mission. Or, I'm not sure about this one, he refreshes his stock as the other vendors when you level up. That one is to be confirmed. I haven't checked because I've been lazy, but that's so you know. So if you want to buy something, buy it, do his mission, check his vendor. That's the general rule. Now, to explain the third part of the mechanic before we go into passives, which is Sextants. Awakened Sextants drop and they add or reroll a modifier on a Void Stone. When you play Path of Exile, you will encounter pinnacle bosses or endgame bosses, which are Maven, Elder in the Shaper's Realm, Searing Exarch, and the Eater of Worlds. Those four, when you first kill them, drop a Void Stone. These increase the map tier of your Atlas, and you can always unequip them by left-clicking them, putting them left. Oh, you may not see it from my camera. Put them left or put them in your inventory. When you apply a Sextant to it, Sextant gives different mods. The list of mods, well, have fun reading. I do not suggest doing this. So I do not suggest doing, but I'm doing it for explaining. I suggest selling these Sextants in bulk. I think it's roughly 60 or 70 Sextants for one Divine. That's what I generally do because nobody has time to do this thing for in a beginner level. He sells Surveyor's Compass as well for 1 Chaos, which stores a Sextant modifier. Right-click this, left-click on a Void Stone with the Sextant modifier, and it puts it here. Charged Compass. You can always sell these on the market if you want, or you can buy them however you choose. Now, on to passives. He has a set of passives. One in the middle, which gives you 1 extra mission each day. That's okay. Maps have chance to grant an additional Kirac mission. You can go for that. That's completely fine. Increased Atlas scouting reports. Dropped, basically found in your maps. Chance for them to be special kind, of course. There's one on the bottom right, which is more drops of them and to be another special kind. This one is operative. And on the left side is comprehensive scouting report. Now let me check if I missed something. Scouting reports, vendor maps, Sextants, Compass, and passives. So that would be it for Kirac. Personally, he is a very good one to use to do your map completion. And if you want to do some specialized things via Sextants, you can do so. Don't roll Sextants, it's not worth it. So that will be, once again, the ending of this short summary. I am streaming on twitch.tv/HeavyKills, most likely today as well. And if you have any questions, shoot them down in the comments below. Any other ideas, feel free to. I will cover other masters. I think Nico's coming next. So have a good one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.